I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Well, good evening and welcome into another night of West Prairie Cyclone basketball here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Glad you are alongside for action here tonight. As we get ready to get everything going here, I'm going to get my microphone out. The other team decided to
vanish.
I hope they're coming back. I mean, that's one of those things we always hope that they will rejoin us here. And I see they did restart the clock again. They're waiting to get everything. Oh, there's basketballs laying out on the floor. So, okay, well, that did. Opening night jitters, I'm not sure.
Not sure what we got going on right now.
No, not really.
I think they're starting to come out. Here they go.
Okay. As they would say, all righty then. I guess. All right. I hope somebody's going to pick up the basketballs, I suppose. We're off to that kind of night, John.
Interesting start already, you know.
Well, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to let John slide over just a little bit here as we get ready for game action here tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to West Prairie Junior Senior High School today for the matchup between the Havana Ducks and your West Prairie Cyclones. At this time, gentlemen and ladies, please rise, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Havana Ducks, number 4, Jennifer Bonnet. Number 5, Josie Hughes. Number 10, Taryn Wickman. Number 22, Katie Robeson. And number 40, Angel Clear. The Ducks are coached by Michelle Brady, assisted by Jordan Hodgson and Jacqueline Dieters. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time to meet the starting lineup for your West Prairie Cyclones. Number 2, Maddie Hood. Number 3, Grace Vanonic. Number 5, Madeline Sullivan. Number 10, Lauren Powell. And number 13, Lindsay Dunn. The Cyclones are coached by Grant Bland and Bailey Watts. Officials tonight, Mason Blickenstaff, James Cahill, and Devin Raleigh. Good luck to both teams this evening. All right. Now we got that out of the way. We're already
Say a little bit of an interesting start to the game tonight.
Not your usual everyday start to a Cyclones basketball game. And I know we got a bunch of stuff going on. I know the young men are playing down at Colchester tonight. Tomorrow night they celebrate 8th grade night right here at Scioto. Tip is up. And with it is Wickman. Wickman down in the corner to Bonnet. Bonnet right in the lane, bouncing out. Looking out there for Robeson. She'll put it off glass, won't go. Got her own rebound, puts it up, and fouled by Lindsay Dunn on the way up there. A little bit of touchy gotcha in the lane. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time live events presented by MDH on the big screen. Stop by JoJo's in Bushnell. And the Ducks, Robeson makes a pair, and they're going to lock on pressure. These Ducks are a state-level good team, competed well down at that Beardstown tournament. And they're going to offer a lot of pressure, a lot of size too, John.
Yeah, that's one thing you initially notice off the gate when you look at the matchup between these two teams. This Ducks team, extremely tall, very long. And like you said, if they can get out and pressure you in the backcourt, that could pose a lot of trouble with all those long limbs.
And Sullivan, Jason, that was one, got to stroke that up. And it may be, you know, Grant Bland's really start to, as Lauren Powell scoots in for the shot. And you may want to, you know, take a little extra time on the possessions here. Bonnet bounces down to Robinson. Looking for Hughes. Actually, they'll find Wickman in the lane. Bounce it around. Tip is out. And Vanonick's going to chase it down. Off to Powell. She'll bring it up here. And when you have a team of the Ducks coming in at 16-3, you want to be very, very patient. You don't want to give them run-out opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to play at their pace. You got to be able to slow the game down and limit possessions in the half court.
2-2 tie here, 6:40 mark of this first quarter play. Powell over to Sullivan as she wheels down on Robeson. Looking for the corner for Powell. Powell fought shot, put it down, back out to Dunn. Working on Clear. Clearly a big advantage height-wise for her. As Powell will put one up, won't go. Rebound snapped up by Bonnet. And they'll push the pace quickly. Nice passing. And bang, bang, as they bring it right up to Robeson from Hughes and make it 4-2. Sullivan bringing it over, nearly trapped. Now chased up top by Wickman. I think Coach wanted a trap there. Dunn wheeling in on Clear, lost the handle on it, but right through the wickets on Bonnet. Got a bounds. It is 4-2 lead here for the Ducks in this game number one. We'll have the JV game. It is a 10-minute running clock affair. And now back they'll come. Wickman out top. Bounce out to Clear. Down in the corner, working over there for Hughes. Hughes for Robeson. Down the lane, missed it. Sullivan had the rebound. Bounces out Robeson again, right around Sullivan, up, missed it again, and Clear the rebound. Kicking out, it is Hughes on the way with the three, no good. And we've got a rebound foul. Vanonick over the back. And John, this is a game you really got to make sure you get everybody checked off. You got to really, with the size advantage they have, you got to put a butt into somebody and move them out.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to box out in this one. Again, this Ducks team, a lot of size. And we'll see another missed layup there. The Ducks missing a lot of bunnies here early on. You know, they really haven't blown this thing open yet, but you feel some of those are going to start going down eventually. Those are point-blank misses here early on.
And I'm going to say this in the gentlest way possible. When you have a team that has a really good record and one that has not quite so good a record, it is going to be, sometimes you can, dare I say, take teams lightly. And that happens. These are high school kids. I mean, it's going to happen. That they're high school kids, and they do things like that. And Havana having a little trouble getting out of the mud.
Yeah, and I mean, you see stuff like that all the time. You come in maybe a little underprepared, not really focused, and stuff like that can happen. And, West Prairie, again, if they can slow this game down, kind of deflate the ball a little bit, limit the offensive chances for Havana, this could be a really, really close matchup, I think.
Sullivan to the baseline. Picked up her dribble as it goes through the hands of Wickman. And now Hood banging her way in there. Lost the handle on it. She went to go around. Now they're bringing it in. Just a couple substitutions coming in. Number 11, Abigail Cowell. Going to get the other one, and that is freshman Katie Miller as well. Cowell with it. A couple of dribbles, wheel, and watch the motion. Nice to watch Havana way they work. Wickman in the lane. There, gets one to go off Hood. Much more patient as she gets it through there. Powell working against the pressure. Trapped half court, lobs up to Venonic. Down in the lane for Dunn. Dunn bouncing over to Hood. Hood right in the lane there. Nice work. Nice work there in lane. 6-4 lead. Back to come the other way. Shot is up quick. Sullivan down with it and off to Powell. Powell driving to the baseline as it batted away from behind. And more substitutions. Hannah Hodgson in. Also coming back is Bonnet. That's Coach Michelle Brady moving ladies in out. Sullivan in, tried to get it to Powell. Batted away there. As they set the, I'd call it an offset out of bounds play. I have to lob it out to Dunn near half court. She'll drive to the baseline on the far side out to Sullivan. Gives a look, picks up her dribble, back to Dunn. Dunn over to Powell. Powell fakes, down to Venonic, back to Powell, nearly has it poked away by Bonnet. Now dribbles her way toward the lane, shoots shot, it's going to graze the underside of the rim. Dunn, back up with it, missed it, and the rebound snapped out of there by Cowell. Cowell to Bonnet, here come the Ducks, leading 6-4 here. Quickly across court, down in the corner to Robeson. Great ball movement, out to Cowell, quickly swinging. Bonnet there, up top to Cowell. Cowell out top for Hodgson. And a team like these Ducks, and a beauty of a back cut by Robeson. That is nice, John. That was just textbook.
Yeah, and you got to be impressed with the ball movement here early on for the Ducks. I mean, not playing any sort of isolation ball at all. They just get that ball whipping around the outside and eventually spot the backdoor cut and get it fed inside with a nice bounce pass.
And the pass stolen away there as Bonnet dribbling down in there to Robeson. She'll go right in, put it up, roll it home. And now, John, as you mentioned, those shots are starting to roll home.
Yeah, and you had a feeling that was coming. The Ducks missed too many easy ones there in the beginning of this game. Now starting to get those inside shots to fall, and they could blow this thing open in a hurry if they keep playing that way.
Grant Bland will take a timeout. We'll stay right here. Thank some of our very fine sponsors here on TSSR Game Time Live. A hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at BarclayBillsCo.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more, and they're available for any holiday. St. Patrick's Day is not too far away. I'd love if you bought me a St. Patrick's Day hat, John.
A green one? Do they have green ones?
I don't know.
I'm sure they do. They probably got something like that,
Yep.
I would hope.
BarclayBillsCompany.com wishing good luck to all area athletes this season. M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store, is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles for high-quality home furnishing. Stop and see the fine folks at M&B Furniture at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. And John, if you're the Cyclones there, I know that they've done much better being patient, bringing it up against the press, and that you just got to do that. You can't get into, as you mentioned, running at the Ducks' pace, because that is very, very dangerous.
Yeah, and if you're the Cyclones, I mean, the way they started this game was exactly how you want to come out in this one. You got to limit the possessions that the Savannah team has. And they said they miss a lot of layups here early on. They're starting to make those now, and you see those extra possessions starting to pay off. So if you're the Cyclones, you just got to work the ball around and look for a good shot. No need to force anything up here. I mean, there's still a lot of game left to be played here. And like I said, you just got to deflate the ball.
Benonic out to Powell. They work around here, kind of a 4-out offense. Benonic with the open three, little long, squeeze the orange a little tight there. And coming out of there is Katie Miller. Miller in a hurry, blowing past the defense, kick in the corner. Out to Cowell. Cowell quickly. And you can hear Coach Michelle Brady screaming, swing it, swing it, swing it. Shot on the way, no good. And Hood the rebound. Off to Powell. Powell taking off. She 1-on-2. Throw it up, spins, got it. Yes, and it counts. And the foul on Havana. Lauren Powell up to the free throw line where she can cut this down to a 3-point deficit. Shot on the way, no good. The rebound, Lindsey Dunn chases it in the corner. Another chance for the Cyclones. Benonic to Sullivan, back to Benonic. Holds, back to Sullivan. Throws it past Lauren Powell and out of bounds. A little miscommunication there. This is the other thing Havana's going to do to you. I took it that Coach Michelle Brady was none too happy with the defense, John, because we have a line shift, 5 in, 5 out.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that Havana definitely has over the Cyclones team is just the ability to, have those big lineup shifts, keep everybody fresh throughout the game.
Wickman down, bounces to Robeson, right in the lane, up and in, puts the biscuit in the basket, makes it 12-6. Powell comes back the other way here. He picked up out top by Kramer. Out to Benonic. Benonic chased around there by Lindsey Greer. A couple freshmen into the game. Out to Sullivan. Sullivan, couple of dribbles. Back to Benonic. Swinging to Hood. Hood gonna bang into Wickman. Now backs it out of there. Cross court and Clear able to say, nope, I don't think so. Janie Phelps will check in for West Prairie. Lindsey Dunn goes out. Sullivan looks to bring it into Powell. Sullivan cuts through. And again, very patient here, just hands it off to Sullivan. Sullivan digging around down there, looking. Wheels to Phelps. Phelps dribbling to the outside, keeps her head up, comes to Benonic. Benonic a fake, looks to go lane, has it poked away. Hood, nice save. And out to Sullivan. Down again, Sullivan coming. Spins, goes to Hood. Hood in the lane and will be fouled. Robeson with the foul there. And Sullivan will bring it inbounds. Box offensive set this time. Somebody's got to get open. Now they come out to Benonic now. Over to Powell. Powell steps over to Sullivan. Sullivan down. Wheel shot up, no good. The rebound fought for in Havana. Nice block out there by Greer. She just couldn't handle the ball. Another one of the freshmen in there. Sullivan will trigger in again. Into Phelps. Phelps wheels to Powell. Down the lane. Nice back cut by Grace Benonic. Missed the shot. And Wickman pulls the rebound down for Havana. Wickman straight ahead. Runs through Hood, but can't get it to go. Powell the rebound. And she'll take off out of there. And they're trying to double team Lauren Powell, who loops it down to Hood. Hood out to Benonic. Dribbling in, bouncing to Hood. Hood, fake down to Phelps. Not the place Janie Phelps is going to shoot that. Nice thought, but probably not where Phelps is going to shoot. Lauren Powell on the way with the shot. Phelps the rebound. Goes up, puts it up, puts it in and good. That's my girl. 12-8, and the shot at the end of the quarter is good. Wickman with, what is that, John, about a 40-foot three to end the quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. What a shot there from Wickman. And kind of a big shot there, as West Prairie had a lot of momentum there at the end of the quarter, but some of that might have been snatched away with that long-distance three.
And we will step aside here. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are gonna watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
And let's give a Barkley Bills lineup check. It is Lauren Powell, Madeline Sullivan, Maddie Hood, Janie Phelps, and Grace Vanonic on the floor for the Cyclones. We'll get Havana in just a moment. Sullivan had it poked away. It is Robeson, Wickman, Clear, joined by Lindsey Greer. And they're going to whistle an offensive foul. Although I don't know who they called it on.
I believe that's Madeline Sullivan. Kind of got their arm stuck out there.
Kick out. They'll bring it over for Greer. Greer bouncing in the corner to Wickman. Wickman, little shoulder in there as she went into the hole and puts it up and in. It is now 17-8. Powell back the other way, looking for a screen. So a double team, and I'm not sure, some little miscommunication there one way or the other. Wickman up to Robeson in the corner, dumps down for Clear right over the top of Lauren Powell, and there's not much Powell's going to do on that one.
Again, Havana back into this press. We saw him kind of come out of it towards the end of the first quarter, but right back in it here to start the second quarter.
Maddie Hood, shot on the way, no good. Rebound fought for, and Vanonic nearly got it. 19-8, the lead's ballooned up to. Lindsey Dunn in. And Maddie Hood goes out. Clear, Angel Clear goes out. Cowell back in. Sullivan with it. Lobs over the head of Vanonic and out of bounds, and so that'll turn it over to the Ducks. The Quack attack with an 11-point lead here. That's Wickman works, clears Greer out of her way, comes up to Cowell. Cowell out top, over to Wickman. Wickman gonna drive on Dunn. Bounces across the lane over to Kramer. Kramer, they bring it down the lane to Greer. Back out to Kramer, she'll hold, couple of dribbles. Now out to Cowell. Cowell holds and waits, bounces. Then Wickman will reset it. Running kind of a 5-out now to Robeson. Nice backdoor cut. Boy, John, they have done that several times tonight. It has been a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah, and a part of that is just a great ball movement before that, able to shift the Cyclone defense to all sides of the court, and then finally just hitting that backdoor cut. It's worked for him a lot here tonight early, and I would presume it's going to continue to do so.
Wickman toward the lane, spinning on Dunn. Trying to get a hold of Cowell. Kick out in the corner to Greer. Couple of fakes. And Cyclones really, they're going to get Cowell for an offensive foul. She was getting a little tired of Powell and Phelps on her and kind of pushed off there. Couple of feisty small ladies around the around Cowell. Yep. Vanonic nearly trapped. Nice grab by Sullivan. She'll come down the lane. Put up shot, won't go. Rebound fought for. And out of there with it and on the throttle is Hughes. Hughes down the lane. Right around 3 Cyclones, in and good. Sullivan up the floor. Slowed, gives it to Vanonic. Vononic to Powell. Powell bouncing. Shot on the way is good. First score for the Cyclones in a long time, John, and that was much needed.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe their first points of this quarter, thanks courtesy to Lauren Powell and kind of the runner floater thing here. But Havana has kind of ballooned this lead out, much and thanks, you know, they've been pressuring the ball a little bit more. Cyclones are committing some turnovers. Havana's been able to capitalize on it. Again, you just got to slow the pace down if you're a Cyclones.
Vononic looking for Powell. Now able to find her, comes to Sullivan instead. Sullivan wheeling through. Comes to the corner, wheels back. Nice move from Madeline Sullivan. And cuts it down to 23-12. Quickly bringing it up is Hughes. Shoot shot, no good. Rebound in there, and up with the rebound was Miller. Fouled on the way through. That's on Lindsey Dunn. Katie Miller up to the free throw line. Free throw on the way, and good. Hood in, Dunn goes out. Cowell is out, and coming in making her first appearance, Frazier de Koning. Second one is no good. Vononic snags the rebound, lobs it over to Powell. 24-12 here, Cyclones within shouting distance. Vononic, nobody picks her up, pops the three. It is good. Big shot there, John.
Yeah, and that shot's going to force a timeout on the Havana side. Like you said, big shot there from Vononic. He's able to cut the lead down to double or single digits.
And that's key at this time of the quarter. 3:57 left to go here in this first half. Big momentum boost there. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in today's world. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video camera, and phone systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas, and is expanding quickly. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. You can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for $42 per year or $38 per year. If you're age 65 or older, see it at various locations as well. They wheel it out. De Koning with it, throws it away. Vononic with it, out to Lauren Powell. Powell for Vononic. Long three is good. From way downtown, bang! 24-18, Cyclones within 6. Bonnet dribbles through. Motions some girls out of her way. Up top, she'll bring it for Hughes. Back down there for Hodgson, nearly lost it. They bring it out top. Wheeling toward the net. Shot is on the way, no good, or good. And Havana stops about a 6 or 8-0 run there. And back there will come Madeline Sullivan dumping down for Hood. Hood to Powell, wide open corner three, no good. Sullivan trying to track the rebound down, and they'll bounce it out there and actually lose it. And I think the Cyclones been a little patient, and you can tell it's kind of bothering the Ducks, John. They really want to get up and run, and the Cyclones are making them work on defense.
Yeah, and the other thing is this Cyclones team, they just seem like they want it more than the Ducks right now. I mean, they're battling for every rebound right now. You know, it seems like this Ducks team might have came out a little flat, and, you know, this West Prairie team came out, has put the hurt on them a little bit. Maybe they weren't expecting that.
Shot no good, or actually did roll in the three, kind of rattled out, rattled back in. 29-18, back to an 11-point lead. 2.5 left in this first half. Handoff is to Sullivan. Sullivan down the right side. Over to Phelps. She'll wheel. Get a pick from Sullivan. Gives off to Vononic. Vononic, open three. Heat check, no, but Powell there in the corner. Puts it right back up and gets it.
And again, that's just Cyclones. They've been getting a lot of offensive rebounds here. I know that was a long one, kind of hard to get of your Havana, but nobody even running out to contest the three. I mean, the Cyclones they're playing with a little bit more aggression, I would say here.
And up at the free throw line will be Hughes, fouled by Phelps on the play. And in some ways, hey, make him shoot it out here. Free throw is good. Makes it 30-21. And again, wholesale changes for the Ducks as Coach Michelle Brady not too happy with what's going on here, John.
Yeah, and like you said, her team's looking a little flustered here early on. The Cyclones have been able to stick right with this Ducks team. And if you would just look at their records for this game, you would expect the lead to be a lot bigger at this point. But again, this Cyclones team, they're just playing the basketball the right way here so far.
They are indeed 16-3 for the Havana Ducks. I believe lost to Unity in that Beardstown tournament championship. Sullivan with it. Hands off to Powell. Powell looking for some room. Not finding much. Down to Vanonic. Wheeling for Powell. Now gets away from Wickman. Holds. Fakes the pull-up. Powell, the quick step and pull-up. Phelps tried to get the rebound and went out of bounds. But I got to give credit where credit is due. And I'll tell her after the game. Everybody talks about that. Yes, I'll tell her after the game. Janie Phelps has added a little spark off the bench here tonight.
Yeah, she's been playing extremely good here. Has secured a lot of offensive rebounds and had that big putback there in the first quarter. Definitely has been playing good here so far for the Cyclones.
And we'll see who that one's on. That is Phelps' second foul. And up the free now Haley Hendricks going to check in. Taryn Wickman at the free throw line. And one thing Havana has done very well, I'm not sure they've missed one free throw.
Yeah, definitely capitalizing on their opportunities at the line.
Hendricks in, Phelps out. Second one is good. So 33-21 is the lead here. Out comes Vanonic. Vanonic over to Sullivan. Sullivan looking to spin, get away from Robeson. Counts going. She's got to get away somewhere. Nearly lost it. Picks up her dribble. Bounces to Hood. Hood wheeling into the lane. Comes down. Throws it nearly off of Powell. Pile on the floor for it. Possession error, we'll say. Over to Havana. 55 seconds left in this first half. Biggest thing here, Cyclones can't give up a three or something, a quick burst, John. Really got to keep it fairly close now.
Yeah, and again, like you said, if you can keep it close heading into halftime, only the Lord knows what will happen in that second half. The Cyclones keep playing the way they are. They've shown that they can play with this Havana team. They've shown that they can put a stop to their runs and go on runs of their own.
Wickman bouncing over to Robeson. You can see looks like they're going to go for one. Cyclones dropping into a 1-2-2. Wickman down, 20 seconds left. Wickman coming down, looking for clear up top, gets it to her. She'll hold, looking for one of the shooters. Out in corner is Greer, shot on the way, no good. Right there, though, is Wickman. Nice block by Hendricks. Gets another one, and Haley Hendricks out to Powell. They almost think nice sequence for Haley Hendricks. And showing what she can do there. That's going to put us at the halftime buzzer. It is 33-21. The Cyclones getting down big early, then rallied their way back in. And John, Grant Bland's got to be super happy with that first half.
Yeah, and again, if you just look at the records and the way both of these teams have played throughout the season, you would expect this Havana team to be running away with this one. But the game really feels a lot closer than just 12 points. I mean, the Cyclones have come out and they have slowed this Havana team down that loves to get pressure. I mean, they've been doing such a good job that Havana has really been limited in the amount of pressure that they've been able to put on. They've come out of that press a few times. And, again, I mean, when they have that press on, some of the turnovers there at the start of the second quarter will hurt the Cyclones a little bit. But when the Cyclones have been able to slow down and play without those turnovers, they've shown that they can play with this team.
Yeah, they can stay right in. They've gotten good shots. They've been very patient. Got to take your hat off to them because this is a very, very good Havana team. I told people, I said, this is a state level good team. I mean, this is regional championship contender type team, and it's been great that they've been able to stay in this so far. We're going to take a commercial timeout, step aside for just a little bit. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. We'll get John back here in a moment. Now, did find out, was looking the other day, kind of was digging around, and I did find out that the Cyclones will either go to Havana or Brown County for regional play. So may get, I guess, pretty long trip either way you cut it. Havana a little closer, Brown County a little farther. Although, seems like we've made 65 trips down to Brown County. What's another one?
Yeah, that early season tournament down there, that gets rough going down there almost every night.
And it's one of those ain't no good way to get there from here.
No, absolutely not.
And my mother probably just fell out of her chair in her house because the English I used, but that happens. Powell dribbling down there, shot on the way, no good. Hood tapped the rebound, and it is picked up there. Robeson out on the run, up and in and good. And that's one thing, John, the Cyclones are going to stay in here. They've really, who's ever out top has got to watch those runouts.
Yeah, got to get back on defense, and an errant pass there from Powell results in another turnover and run out for the Ducks. And another 2-pointer, 2 or 4 points early here on for the Ducks. Again, the Cyclones team got to stay patient.
Yep. Sullivan up, jumped at quickly by Josie Hughes. Cut off there by Robeson, Katie Robeson. Angel, Taryn Wickman out there, Angel clear. Also joining them is Jennifer Bonnet. Pile up on the floor. And the jump ball says it will go over to Havana. This is one of those moments. This is critical right here. I'll say the next minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. You can't let Havana put on the knockout blow. You really got to withstand the body blows. Do something like that, get a steal, and shake things up a little bit, John, because you got to get the momentum turned.
Yeah, Havana has scored 4 points here early on in the second half. You got to put a stop to that and get on the board here. And just like that, six-point run for the Ducks.
And puts it up to 39-21 as Sullivan brings it up to Powell. Lobs it down low for Dunn. Dunn trying to back her way in as her pass batted away, and out of there with it comes Hughes. Hughes in the lane, right past Hood and good. And it reaches 8. Vononik up with it, throws over to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Vononik. 6:15 mark here of the third quarter, 41-21, leads balloon to 20. Powell shot on the way, no good. Rebound quickly, pulled down by Bonnet. Bonnet up the court, kick out. Hughes on the way, 3, it's good. And that's big trouble.
Yeah, and just kind of like how the Cyclones came out and played like they wanted a little bit more in the first half, the Ducks coming out here in the second half. Coach got them fired up in the locker room during halftime. They had come out swinging.
And inbounds to Powell. As it is 44-21, leads up to 23. Powell getting chased by Wickman, pulling up there, trying to get away. 5 seconds, now it's going on again. And Wickman has just bothered her to death. Here comes Dunn, wheels out top to Sullivan. Sullivan pumps up the 3, no good. Rebound, Wickman tried to snare one out, throws it off the feet of Powell, and Bonnet picked it up. Out to Hughes. Hughes quickly up, tried to cross-court bounce pass by Miller, couldn't get it. Throwing it in the lane, Sullivan the steal. Up quickly to Powell. Powell holds on Bonnet. We reach the 5-minute mark. Powell trying to get in the lane, and going to have a hold. And bringing in, and Cowell is going to check in. Actually, we're going to have a timeout, 30-second timeout, called by Grant Bland. 44-21, the Ducks in the lead. 5 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street, Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October. For all your fresh produce needs, be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. They're currently preparing for the 2023 season. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it is grown. The parents of the Good Hope guru, Mr. Sam DeCounter. He didn't know that was his nickname, John. The Good Hope, that's his basketball nickname. The Good Hope guru.
Definitely fitting, I guess. I've never heard that. That was good.
Well, I've said it a couple times. I'm saying it again. I'm trying to get it to catch on. I like that. As Powell looks to bring it in on the inbounds. Finds Lindsay Dunn. Beauty of a pass, and that's how you get the ice broken. 44-23. Now just got to play off that momentum. Bouncing out top. Wickman with it. Was looking, coming out, and a long two on the way. Dunn the rebound. Off to Sullivan. Cyclones looking. Get something started. Off to Venonic. Venonic coming down the near side. Jumped at. Back over to Sullivan. Waiting, looking. Bringing down. Hood. Nice screen. And out to Dunn. Dunn. To Sullivan. Not going to set up the high 1-4 set. And Sullivan, they were looking for Venonic. Sullivan drives in, shoots it, no good. Dunn the rebound, bounces out and taken away. Powell giving Hood giving chase. Put up and put in and good by Bonnet. 46-23 now, 3:50 left to go in the third. Sullivan down now, out to Venonic. Jumped at. Over to Sullivan. Wheeling down, looking to get Powell up top. She is covered tight. Sullivan in trouble. And got the 5-second count. And that's one of those, somebody has got to get her some help. Wickman is out, coming in for her. Hannah Hodgson. And what's scary, John, is as good as this team is, I was just looking, Bonnet and Wickman and Clear are the only seniors on the roster.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good team for the foreseeable years. Again, you mentioned at the top of our broadcast, definitely if not a regional championship, state level championship contending team here in the Ducks. And again, for as young as they are, definitely could be threats here in the future.
They hold it out top. Freshman Olivia Kramer over to Cowell. Cowell down for Bonnet. Looks at Cowell on the back door. Fires one, stolen away by Powell. Powell going to challenge in the lane. Throws it up and good. 46-27, down under 20. That's the way you go. You chip one possession at a time. Chip one possession at a time. Kramer out top. Driving in the lane, stolen away again. Here comes Powell. Gonna go in and challenge in the lane. Lost the handle on, they're gonna say partially blocked. Robeson coming back in. Taking Bonnet. 2:17 left to go in this third quarter of play. Powell need help out as her pass nearly tipped. Lindsey Dunn back with it to Powell. Fakes, goes up, and Robeson says, don't bring that in here. Venonic, ready to bring it. Checking in, Lindsey Greer. Out is going Katie Miller. Well, and the even scarier thing, John, I've heard the Havana junior high teams very, very good as well. Veronica, quick pop in the corner, no good. Dunn another rebound. And they'll load it up. Powell out top. Driving lane, goes up, shot no good, and the rebound. Hood, though, right there, puts it up and puts it in. And it's 46-29. Down to 17. Kramer with it. Bouncing out, they try to throw it. Robeson has her pass tapped away. And the Ducks just a little bit off tonight, John. You got to give the Cyclones a little credit for that. Got a timeout on the sideline as we were having a little bit of an issue there with the Ducks there. We're going to step aside as well. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And we are back here, 46-29. Cyclones have cut it to 17. Maryland, Havana kicking it out. As they wheel about. Cowell down in the corner to Robeson. Sullivan right on her. Out top working it for Kramer. Kramer back to Robeson. Lob it in the lane. They catch, and Powell ties it up. Possession over to the Cyclones. Substitution coming. Janie Phelps, Mason Shipman, and Lauren Bell will come in. Powell, Venonic, and Dunn will come out.
Again, these are valuable rest minutes here for some of the Cyclones starters. You hope these people coming in off the bench get into the game. If you can at least hold this lead to where it's at, you got to look to do that. Hopefully Havana won't blow it open here.
And we've got a bump block indoor foul by Hannah Hodgson. And the big thing is play with confidence. These players off the bench play with a little confidence. And the thing is, squeeze the orange. Just run your offense. Run your offense. Try to get one last shot here. You give Lauren, Grace, you give Venonic and Powell and Hood and Dunn a little bit of a rest. You're in absolutely no hurry. Into Hood, getting a hold of it. Out, Phelps. Now out to Sullivan. Wheeling through there. Sullivan getting away from trouble, bounces to Shipman. Shipman in the lane, lays it up, won't go. Rebound from Robeson out of there with it. And quickly she'll come up the court. They bring it down the lane, kick out in the corner. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Phelps down with the rebound. And out of there with it to Sullivan. 20 seconds left. As Sullivan shoots one on the way, no good. Hood tried to get it off the rebound, couldn't. And with 17 seconds left, the big thing is if you can keep this at 17, maybe get it up to 15. As Havana will work it for one. Robeson, the one I really got to be afraid of. As they wheel, he's down the corner, out in the outside. DeKoning throws three, no good. Hood the rebound, and that's the end of the third quarter. 46-29, Havana extending the lead, Cyclones staying in it. And John, those minutes that Venonic, Powell, and Dunn got are critical. I mean, those are critical minutes to get them in there, keep them going, because they got a good rest, and now they'll get it. If you total it all up, it's something I told Coach Grant Bland the other day. It goes back all the way to the Chicago Bulls, Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan, notorious for taking, your top players out with about a minute left in the quarter, and then with the quarter break, you get about a 2.5 minute rest, and that can be key going all the way to the, to the end of the line, and that's what Grant Bland has done here. And I know 17 points is not the, that's a big deficit, but if you can shore this up, you never know what you can do in a fourth quarter.
Yeah, and if the Cyclones can come out here in the fourth quarter and played similarly, well, they'd have to play better than they did in the first quarter. I mean, they were right in this game at one point, playing with them. I know 17, down 17 is not the ideal situation. But again, the Cyclones have shown that they can play with this Ducks team a little bit. They just got to keep doing what they were doing so good in that first quarter.
And the Ducks were trying to play with four. I don't think Grant Bland would have minded, but Hughes in there with a rebound, got it up and in. And that kind of a backbreaker, because that's one you can't give up down there. Lead back to 19. They give it over to Sullivan. Sullivan down the far side. Wants to come to Dunn. Cut off there in a corner. Dunn underneath the basket. Spinning, bouncing out. Vanonic coming down, lays it up and good. And they answer right back. So it's 48-31. Back come the Ducks. Wide open Robeson. Kick out to Bonnet. Long two on the way. No good. Hood the rebound.
And those quick long twos are shots you'll live with if you're the Cyclones. Especially Havana hasn't been super efficient from that range here tonight. You know, as quickly as this Havana Ducks team's played, that could hurt him here because now the Cyclones need all the possessions they can get to get back into this one.
And a turnover leads to a Robeson layup. 50-31 now. Powell come back the other way over to Sullivan. Sullivan wheeling down the lane out to Dunn. Dunn crashing in, shoots shot, won't go. Rebound tipped, and Bonnet comes out of there with it. Off to Wickman. Down quickly to Hughes. Back to Wickman, driving in, shot up and in and good. And that's one of those you got one more step over, and now they bumped it back out to 21. Powell down with it, drives lane, dribbles it off somebody's foot. Hughes out on the way, bound, nice pass back to Robeson. Missed the layup, but got the rebound basket, padded her rebound totals. We're up to 23, 54-31, 6:15, clock rolling here in this fourth quarter. As Sullivan comes to the near side, looking at Powell. Now two are on the near side, lost the handle on it or tied up. We're gonna whistle that on Bonnet. Sullivan gonna get a rest, Phelps gonna come in, Cowell gonna come in, DeConing goes out. And now Grant Bland pulling a full line shift. And we'll see, maybe giving a rest, maybe. No, Mason Shipman, Haley Hendricks, Lauren Bell, Taylor Phelps, and Janie Phelps, no relation. Phelps bouncing into Shipman. Nearly had it picked. Get back, picks up her dribble near half court. Needs some help. And then has it poked away there as Greer knocked it away.
That's honestly probably the best thing that could have happened there because if Shipman was having some trouble getting that one away, could have just got the 5-second call there. She was close to it anyway.
Inbounds comes to Shipman. Two dribbles down. With a hand on it, kick out to Lauren Bell. She'll pump the three, no good. Rebound, Phelps and Robeson tie it up. As I said before, that's my girl. Gotta love that fight and aggression. It is Cyclone ball on the tie-up. So 5:38 left to go here in the ball game. 54-31. Bell looking for the inbounds, threw it over everybody and out of bounds. It was a good kind of a thought, but threw it a little long there. 54-31. 23-point advantage here for the Ducks of Havana. Wickman walks it up here as they work with 5.5 left over to Robeson. Robeson in the lane. Out for Cowell. Shot is no good. Bell, nice rebound up there. And Lauren Bell will bring it up. She'll throw it over to Shipman. Shipman with it. Down to the corner, gets a pick from Phelps and loses the handle out of bounds. Not sure exactly what was going on there, but they were trying to get her, I guess, to turn that corner. Now they work it down. Robeson kick out on the way of the shot. Three is long. Rebound Cowell down with it. Back over. Dribbling down is Greer. Greer turns. Brings it out to Bonnet over to Wickman. Wickman three on the way. It is no good. Fight for it. And Lauren Bell with another rebound. Out to Shipman. Shipman works it up here. Haley Hendricks, and Cowell just swipes it from her. Back will come Whitman, up to Robeson. Greer on the shot, no good. Rebound, Phelps down with it. And sub coming in. They'll bring it in. And now substitution coming in. A lot of the freshmen. Angel clears back in there with Cowell. Greer, they try to trick it in, and Greer goes right up. Somebody lost her underneath there. Makes it 56 to 31. And DeConing will come in just a moment. Shipman down with it, looking for Taylor Phelps. Picks up her dribble, bounces it, and Phelps has it tapped out of bounds. So 56 to 31. Inbounds from Phelps, lobs into Shipman. Shipman wheeling down and double dribbled with it. Had it tapped and then gathered it back and good. .355 left to go here in the ball game, a 56-31 lead. Up with it comes Katie Miller. Katie Miller wheels it out to Kramer. Kramer picks up her dribble and come down the lane, coming down the shot on the way, and up and in by Katie Miller. 58-31. As Mason Shipman walks it up. Looking to the near side wing, gives it off to Phelps. Phelps wheels around the outside. Looks like it, pulls up, bounce it, tried to bounce it to Allie Bunnell. Bunnell couldn't get there. Saves it back to Phelps. Phelps driving in the lane, and DeConing is going to knock her down. Cyclones will bring the ball inbounds here as Lauren Bell looks to trigger. Inbounds into Taylor Phelps. Phelps has to dig it out of there. Cross courts it, and that one tapped out of bounds by Greer. Knew where that one was going. As the inbounds here, it'll be Bell triggering in. Hard to get it down to Bunnell, and Clear takes it away. She'll dribble it up. Setting it out outside. Greer bouncing in the corner. Looking into Clear. Clear partially blocked by Phelps. I'll take that. Sorry, that's a dad thing. Hey, when somebody 5'2" gets a block shot, big deal. Shipman with it, throws it over to Bell. Bell tried to get out Shipman, nearly picked away. Shipman recovers it, and then Greer taps it out of there. Substitution, Abby Starbuck will check in. She'll replace Lauren Bell. Janie Phelps will bring it in to Mason Shipman. And the Cyclones will bring it up the court. 2.5 left to go here in the ball game. Shipman setting the offense here. Picks up her dribble, throws it to DeConing. She'll dribble in. Lost the handle on it. But Shipman trying to save it, stepped out of bounds. That'll bring it back over to Havana. Triggering in is Kramer. And John, got to give some of these bench players putting in a lot of effort here. As Starbuck down with a rebound.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of what you have to do coming off the bench, especially in a game like this that's sort of out of reach at this point. You know, just come in, put in as much effort as you can. You know, work on your craft a little bit, and, you know, keep building playing time for the future. It's good to see a lot of these younger players out there getting a little bit of run.
Yep, these are the Cyclones of the future. As Kramer will bring it inbounds. In it comes to Greer. Greer nearly threw it away. In the lane to Clear. Clear going up, and I believe they're going to get Bunnell or Starbuck with the foul. It's going to be Starbuck with the foul. Up at the free throw line will be Clear. Shoot a pair. First one's no good. Hard off the back iron. And Janelle Heaton will come in for Janie Phelps. As Clear ready's number 2. It is no good. DeConing with the rebound. She'll get it out of there. And Havana will set it up down in the corner to Clear. Clear fires it out. They work it out for Hodgson. Hodgson and holding. Greer going to put it on the way. No good. Rebound DeConing with it. She misses. And Allie Bennell out of there with the rebound. Bennell up the sideline. Weaving her way through there. Finally lost it. And now Greer coming back the other way. Dribbling on Shipman. Stops. Looks out. Put it to DeConing. She'll put a shot on the way. It is no good. Rebound. Her down, and Starbuck going to give the bump and foul. And so with a minute 21 left, 58-31 lead here for Havana. Into Clear. Clear lobbing in. Curry with it. Bounce out to DeConing. Shot no good. And a rebound put up by Clear, put up and in over the top of 2 Cyclones. Well, John, they always said you can't teach tall.
No, and definitely used her height to the advantage there. Just snatched up the rebound and threw it back in. When you're that tall, you can do that, Greg.
Yep. And Clear now with a full breakaway, puts it up, spins it, and drops it home. Makes it 62-31. 45 seconds left. Mason Shipman out top. Trying to go to the lane. Fires shot off the rim. No good. Rebound tipped around. DeConing out of there with it. Out it comes as Kramer brings across the timeline. Looking down. Finds DeConing. She puts it up and puts it in. As it is 64-31. 20 seconds left to go here in the ball game. They continue to work. Cyclones just going to hold on to it here. As Shipman picks up the dribble, tried to lob it down to Bennell, threw it out of bounds. And with a 30-point lead, that will wind her up. 64-31, the win for the Havana Ducks here tonight as they defeat the West Prairie Cyclones. Folks, we'll wrap up quick and be back for the JV game in just un momento or two. So we'll do that here in just a moment. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.